I returned yet again. Hello, freaks and geeks. It's Jester here, and today I just want to go over some stuff with the channel and everything. Clearly, as y'all know, if y'all saw my video last time, clearly that schedule didn't really work out. We had a lot of stuff come up. I had a lot of stuff coming up in my life, all that. But there's just some stuff I want to go over here on here real quick, just to go over with y'all and let y'all know where I'm at with everything. To start off, I'm not setting a schedule or anything here. I think something I'm actually going to start doing with these next couple videos. I'm going to talk about it a bit more in a bit. But with these next couple videos, I'm going to be focusing more on like the quality of the videos rather than just getting out as many as I can, you know? So it's not going to be, I want to get to the point where I can do them weekly, but for now it's just going to be a deal where I'm getting these next videos out. But before we get into that, start off, let's check out how the setup's changed, you know what I mean? We got some purple now in the background. We got some stuff going on here. Let me show you my homies over here. We got some boys over here, check that out. And even better, here's the crazier part. You're not gonna believe this. We got 2 angles now. 2 angles. Now, what would I need 2 angles for? I don't know, but it's pretty fun to have. Now, but in all actuality, there's some stuff I want to go over just with the channel and everything like that. Just like I was talking about earlier, I'm not gonna be doing specific schedules as of right now. The main reason for that is because I actually want to focus on my videos. Originally, I was just going to do the video essays. As y'all know, I said I was just going to do it, kind of put some images in the background here and there and upload them like crazy weekly. I don't really want to do that, though. So this channel I've been making videos on this channel for probably nearly, I think we're just over 5 years now. I've been making videos on this channel since my freshman year. I am currently 20 years old. So I've been doing this for a while on here, between vlogs, games, all this jazz. And every time I've burnt myself out because every time I get so far ahead of myself that I just start focusing on like, okay, how do I get to this point? How do I get here? How do I get there? So I'm not focusing on what I'm working on right now, if that makes sense. And I feel like that's a big issue I've had, is to where it's like, the videos I have, sure, I'm getting quantities of them out at a time, but I'm burning out because 1, I'm trying to get a whole bunch out at once, and 2, the quality of them isn't very high. So I think I'd much rather take a step back and rather than like sitting here trying to constantly grind out videos, like actually focus on the quality of videos, you know, start working on my editing, working on my skills with that, be sure I'm getting as much research as possible for these video essays, or even with, I mentioned before, we're going to have a side channel, gaming videos, stuff like that, doing more edits in those videos. I want to start working on editing a lot. I want to get a lot better at editing. That's the biggest thing, is I just want to set up the quality for the videos and stuff to be a lot better. So with this whole YouTube thing, even though it is just a hobby, I've always been extremely passionate about it. Ever since high school and everything, it was like one of the things I was always trying to get videos out and this and that. And I genuinely feel like with this new video essay format I can get really good content out. The deal is I want to take my time though and work on making, like, perfecting the content, I guess you could say. That's why this is taking so long. I already have one of them recorded. My Mothman video I've recorded, is just editing it. I'm currently going through the editing process on it. It will still be a bit solely because I'm going on a trip. I'm heading out of town for a little bit, so I'll be gone. Probably get a vlog or something like that on the second channel or something. We'll see. But like I said, no guarantees for when those videos will come out or anything, but I'm just letting y'all know that, like, I am working on it and stuff. It's just I'm focusing more on the quality rather than just trying to get the videos out. I want it to be high quality, especially with these video essays. I mentioned it to a couple of my friends and stuff. I've talked to about it, but I almost want it to feel like a documentary. I want to find like very good edits and stuff to put in it. I want to be sure I'm checking sources, stuff like that. I want to find a way to try to bring up sources throughout the video as I'm going. Like I said, I don't go off a specific script, but I do go very based off of my notes, and I'm kind of testing different formats with that as well. I've recorded the Mothman video 3 different times, and every one of those videos were organized completely differently. Yeah, I've been passionate about YouTube literally since I started my freshman year. It's something I've always wanted to do. It is a hobby of mine, and it's just something that I want to get back to the point of where I was passionate about it before. And I feel like finally getting videos out that are like actual great quality, I feel like that's going to help me a lot finding that. I'm also going to start posting a bunch of clips and stuff from those videos that come out between TikTok, my second channel, this channel, all kinds of stuff like that, so be sure you're checking that out. Just like before, the second channel will be a bunch of side stuff, like I mentioned earlier, maybe vlogs, tier lists, games, whatever. I do still have stuff planned for that one, but once again, that one will definitely never be a specific schedule. It's just kind of going to be, if I feel like putting something out there, why not? You know what I mean? But on to the biggest part. So I have 4 videos I'm focusing on. Now, I got like a ton of videos I want to do. I had a whole plan. I had over 10 videos sort of planned out the last time I made an update video like this. And I decided, rather than like sitting there, like I said, instead of like scheduling myself and limiting myself there, I feel like rather than limiting myself on a schedule, I'd rather limit. There's a moth in here. Mothman. Rather than limiting myself on a schedule, I'd rather limit myself more on like the quality of the videos. You know what I mean? I want to be sure I'm moving that up rather than limiting myself on, okay, we got to meet this deadline, this deadline, this deadline. I'd rather not give myself a deadline and focus on perfecting the product more. But on to that, I have 4 main videos I'm focusing on right now. Like I said, many ones I have planned later on, but right now, instead of sitting here jumping ahead to the future in my head, I want to focus on perfecting these 4. But starting off, the most obvious one, the one I was just talking about, we have a video of, and I'm still not sure I'm going to go with that one or not, is Mothman. Mothman's been my absolute favorite cryptid ever since I was tiny. It's easily one of the coolest cryptids, and I think he has some of the most, I guess you could say, lore almost behind him. I'm very, very excited to talk about him, though. It's going to be very, very cool. I got a lot of stuff in that video I'm excited for, as well as, like, I guess you could say almost spin-offs that could lead to later on, to where we could check out other stuff within the video, such as, like, Mothman prophecies, stuff like that. If all goes according to plan, it's easily going to be my most, like, it's going to be the most effort I put into a video to date. So, I'm very excited for that. Next up after that, I want to cover All Tomorrows. Some of these you'll probably recognize from my past list, but All Tomorrows is another one I want to cover. For those of y'all who don't know, it's online, but it's supposed to be getting a physical copy soon, which would be pretty cool. But it covers the ideas of like humans being spread out across spread out across space, and they all are adjusted to sort of be like these animalistic like creatures. And it's just a very interesting book. There's lots of like ideas of like evolution and human society carrying on despite what we face. There's a lot of stuff I want to cover in that. Jesus. Not only the main stuff in general, but hold on, I gotta get me a drink. Good lord. Don't mind me cracking open my can of Guacamole Gamer Fart Gamer Subs. Not partnered, by the way, but hopefully one day. As I was saying, we'll be going into All Tomorrows. Like I said, very excited for that one. After that, I'll also be covering, I have it in my bag because I'm going to be reading it, but I'm wrapping up my reread of No Longer Human. I read it ages ago in high school, and it's still as depressing as I remember. But there's a lot more small nuances and stuff I did notice it in it this time reading around. There's also a lot more smaller details that like hurt more, I guess, now that like I don't know. There's stuff you like go through in life to where like I'll explain more in the video, but there's so much stuff in that book to where it's like it relates to you in the worst way possible. It's very, very tragic, very, very dark. But I'm extremely excited to go over it. And then finally, easily the most excited one I'm for, and the one that's probably going to be taking the longest out of these 4 I'm focusing on, is Mouthwashing. Mouthwashing, indie game that came out a while ago. Easily one of the best indie horror games to come out as of recent. It's got an incredible story. Genuinely, the story of Mouthwashing, if you told me it was like, that moth is like zooming, dude. That ain't no moth. What are you? I don't even know what that is. Okay. Yeah, Mouthwashing is one of those stories, sort of genuinely, if you came to me and told me it was like a classic literature book that like you read in high school, something like that, like it's just a classic story, I would 100% believe you. It is one of the most well-written indie games out there, in my opinion. So many focus on stuff like lore and stuff now, but I feel like Mouthwashing, instead of putting that depth into lore and background and all that story, I feel like it puts it more into his characters, its setup, its setting. It does an incredible job with everything it has. No spoilers, but be sure y'all check that out. It's going to be incredible. I'm so excited to go over it. I'm going to go over ideas of like the main plot, but I'm also going to dive into all these little small things I noticed. Like I said, it's going to be extremely long, but I'm extremely excited for it. But yeah, those are the 4 videos I plan on covering. Like I said before, I don't want to just jump ahead of myself and start trying to, okay, we got to focus on this one. I also want to try to do this. I just wanted to grab a group of videos I was real passionate about and focus on those. That's why, like, before I had a specific order I was doing it, but I wanted to pick these 4 specifically just because it was ones I feel like I'd be the most passionate about, and I would feel the best about doing. Like I said, I've been doing this for years, and I feel like this video essay setup, it has a very good opportunity to be something great, and I want to take advantage of that. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. I'm very excited to see what y'all are going to think of it. Very excited to, hopefully it'll bring in some new viewers as well. But yeah, that's really all I got for y'all. I just wanted to update y'all on that, let y'all know where we're at. Like I said, no set schedule or anything. It could be weeks from now, it could be months from now, some of those come out. But I just want to let y'all know where I'm standing at right now. But aside from that, that's all I really got for y'all. Thank y'all very, very much for watching, and yeah, bye. Oh, Jesus Christ.